Okay, so I want to give you an update and show you some of my plants I am bringing in. This is the Mandevilla that I worked on in one of my earlier posts. That was around a plant that had meal bugs. That's not meal bugs. I actually just put a powder on it for the winter so that I can store it in the garage and not have a ton of bugs. So this one is actually growing now. These are all new leaves coming in, and they're coming in everywhere. And I actually have flowers coming in. So that one's doing pretty good. I have the Jews hanging up here, the Wandering Jews. They were in the perfect light outside this summer. They got the prettiest shade of purple. Down here I have some of my Chinese evergreens, my arrowhead plant. Man, he has really taken off. He has some gorgeous colors as well. He's been repotted probably 3 times this summer. My sweet potato vine that I'm trying to save. More Wandering Jews. I actually just bought this from someone, so she's fairly new. This dumb cane, oh my gosh. He has like doubled in size. He has new leaves everywhere. They just came in so great. And I got him as a clearance plant for like $3. But I think he looks good. Here's my satin photos. This thing wasn't doing very well. And I found out that if, at least for me, if you got water on the leaf like I did here, it ruined the leaf. But then I started feeding him fish poop fertilizer. And look, I got some long vines finally. So that's what I'm going to stick with him. He's actually going to go in the house. My Rex isn't doing all that well. My Swiss cheese, he was starting to look so good. I finally figured out his water. He was getting watered too much, which is causing the yellow leaves. He actually had no yellow leaves not long ago. And then we got 3 inches of rain, and I forgot to get him out of the rain. And now we're back to being overwatered. Another Chinese evergreen, some of my ferns. My Snow Queen photos. Oh my gosh. This is her 3rd pot. And I've taken cuttings off of her actually for friends. But man, she has some very pretty leaves. Ooh, the teddy bear vine. This thing is like velvet, feels like velvet. And the more sun, I know you can't see it in here, maybe a little bit. The more sun you give it, the more colors it gets. Because if not, then it would just be green. But man, you can't even see the pot down there. It really covered it up. And my spider plants having all these babies. My curly spider. Oh my gosh. Look at these babies on here. They're everywhere. So the curly spider did really good outside. This is my jasmine. I've been struggling with it for probably 9 months. It finally took off this summer. I found the right lighting and the right water schedule. My heartleaf philodendron. This was in a 2-inch pot. And look at it now. And I have one inside on a trellis. And it looks beautiful too. And this Wandering Jew, I just decided out of the blue to save it. I saw a picture that I had from a long time ago, and this thing gets like big fro hair. Like it looks crazy. It'll pop up and then come over. So I was like, oh, can't let that die. So it was near death, and I got 2 cuttings off of that one as well. My jades. I have several jades. This is the only one I have in here. But check out this baby. Okay, this is an umbrella plant. When I set it out in May, it was half that size. Full sun, watered it every day. man, it took off. So now I have to learn the new schedule for in the house because he's going upstairs as well. Then I have my split leaf philodendron, and oh my gosh, I don't even know where I'm gonna put him. I got him as a clearance probably last fall. He had like 3 or 4 leaves. That was it. Man, he was full sun as well. He got watered whenever he was dry, which was every day this winter or this summer. He's gotten big, and I have powder on him too. Just want to get some of them treated for bugs. My string of pearls. I actually just got this like a month ago. I have another one upstairs. My rabbit foot fern, he looks a little dry in some spots. So we'll have to work on that. Oh, this one. Some more of my arrowhead plants. They started in a 2-inch pot. This one, the colors, oh my God, the colors are just beautiful. And he got huge too, but he's going in the house. It's so hard to decide which plants are going in the house. Like, I love them all. I'm like, oh, I love you. No, I love you. This arrowhead, he's a vining already, so he is doing really well. Oh, yes. My Enjoy photos. Oh, he was so tiny. I've almost killed him several times. I just kept fighting for him. He probably had, I don't know, maybe 3 little leaves on him. So I had one last chance, and I actually was still killing him early this summer. And then I don't know why I moved him. His leaves are really small still. But I moved him, and now he has shoots coming off of him, and his colors look perfect. I was having a really hard time burning him. And this is a cutting of the neon. I have the neon upstairs, my bigger plant upstairs. I took a cutting of him. So gosh, he's doing good too. I showed you guys the Marble Queen earlier. This was a cutting off of that. So my buddy's gonna get a nice cutting there. Oh, my Roseau started off very small. I mean, maybe they're just not big, fast growers, but it got a lot fuller, so I am happy with that. I'm still trying to figure out light. You see the yellow leaves there. Still trying to figure out lighting for this thing. Some babies I took off earlier this year. Of course, all my spiders, and oh my gosh, look at this. I am going to have babies forever. And then I got my coffee plant back here. See if I can pull him out. He's growing, and it doesn't matter where I put him, his leaves burn. So this winter, when I take him in, because he's going in, I guess I'm going to have to make sure he's in a complete shaded spot, no sunlight at all, even though they say they need good sun. But he is growing tall. He just looks terrible. Some mandevillas down here. I love my mandevillas. They are so pretty. This one is going to get potted into a bigger pot. And then I'll let it sit and I'll stake it up for winter and it'll stay in the garage. Another mandevilla. This one's going to get repotted. I saved this one early this year. I got it for like $3 because frost hit it. So I didn't want to repot it then. So I already took off most of the branches and everything. So I let it go. So he's going to get repotted this week, and then he's going to get staked and stay in here as well. The last one I have in here is the Bird of Paradise. There's nothing really fancy about this plant until it flowers. So if you're not sure what a Bird of Paradise is, look it up. The flower is going to look like a bird. It is absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, we have to deal with it in just this state until we get there. Anyway, just wanted to run down and show you some of my plants that I have in the garage right now. And like I said, I still have more to go. So have a good night. Thanks.